Commissioner of Prisons, Mr. Gerard Wilson. Assistant Commissioner of Prisons, Offender Management, Mr. Carlos Carraspi. ASP Golden Grove Remand Prison, Mr. Terry Joseph. Managing Director, Mr. Raymond Timke, former President of the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association. Head Coach, Founder, Pioneer, Mr. Clayton Morris. Specially invited guests, officers, and to you, our clients, a special evening to you. I am Officer Ricky Sudin, and I would be your Master of Ceremony for this evening. So without further ado, there's something that is not new to any of us, something that we all know how to participate in, so we would stand to our feet as we give God thanks. And we would call Timothy Wise from the Maximum Security Prison for our opening prayer. Timothy Wise.
Good afternoon, each and everyone here. Good afternoon to the staff here, the Commissioner of Prison and his staff, Mr. Clayton Morris and those who support him, his staff, and to all the officials and those who will be participating in this program here. Merciful Jehovah, we stand before your holy presence this afternoon. We are very thankful to come before your holy majestic presence under these circumstances. We ask you to continue to bless this program and all those who has continued to make this program a success. We ask you to help us to live together as one merciful Jehovah and be at peace with each other, Jehovah, and try to avoid stigmatizing and making people name sound bad when you see them going, a distance, merciful Jehovah. We help you, we ask you to help us to be peacemakers because peacemakers will inherit you. Help us to give justice to each and every one and to protect us from cruel, evil, wicked, and bloodthirsty people, merciful Jehovah. Continue to guide, protect us, and give us the strength and the courage that we need. Thank you for the bounties that you always provide for us. Bless our loved ones, merciful Jehovah. In no other name but your Son, Christ Jesus. Amen.
Greetings to one and all, Commissioner Entourage, Mr. Clayton Morris, our very officers, friends and family. Born from the love of liberty, in the fires of hope and prayer, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare, side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land. We pledge our lives to thee, your every creed and race finds an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Your every creed and race finds an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
All right, just to be very brief, 5 years ago, if we were told that the remanded inmates were leaving one station to go to another station, some people would deem us as mad or crazy or bipolar, as the case might be. All right, but we really need to applaud the Prisons Administration, our First Division, for having the foresight. We really need to applaud our Commissioner of Prisons and his executive, because we're quite aware that everything we do involves risk. And even though a risk might be taken this evening, all right, you guys have proven that it was worth it. All right, so this evening, just like we did last week Friday at the YTC when we launched the Futsal program, we are creating yet another milestone here this evening as we launch Futsal at the Golden Grove Remand Prison, something you should all appreciate. So burning greetings, a few distinguished gentlemen in our midst this evening. So we would start with ASP Mr. Terry Joseph, no stranger to you all. Mr. Terry Joseph, would you bring greetings, please?
Thank you, Mr. Master of Ceremonies. Mr. Gerald Wilson, the Commissioner of Prisons. Assistant Commissioner, Prisons, Offender Management, Mr. Carlos Carraspi, Mr. Raymond Timke, the Director, Mr. Clayton Morris, and other members of his team. Welcome to the Remand Prison, Roland Grove. I bring greetings on behalf of the Superintendent of Prisons, Mr. Ted Gordon, my own good self, members of staff, and my clients of the Remand Prison. This evening I am particularly pleased to be here to officiate in this initiative, right? Since I've been here over nearly a year ago, I've had a number of inmates come to me wishing to be transferred to MSP just to be part of this program. Inmates will come to me and they'll make special requests. What's the football taking place in MSP, not taking place here. We want to be part of that. Right? And I am glad that we can say today that we have our own thing about us start here. My advice to you is to seize the opportunity, grasp it with both hands, use it as a vehicle to get you where you need to be. You didn't realize I say where you want to be, but where you need to be, where we need to be. All right? And the only way we can get there is if we know where we're going. So I will not be long, we are already starting late, and say welcome and enjoy what these esteemed individuals have to offer. Take it in. And Remand, let's show them what we could do, all right?
ASP is an advocate for friendly rivalry, not so? Give him a round of applause again. And we want to hear from one of our stakeholders that contributed immensely to the success of this futsal program. So we'll call to the podium Mr. Raymond Timke. Mr. Raymond Timke is the managing director of Timke Investment. He's also a member of the FIFA Steering Committee for Futsal Caribbean, and he's also a former president of the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association. Give him a round of applause.
Good afternoon, residents. You know, I am particularly happy to be here. I didn't think this would have worked out the way it has, because when Coach Morris spoke about the one or two other units in the population who wanted to get involved with our futsal program. We said, okay, we look at 2 or 3. But we went to see a man, excuse me when I say he's a madman. That is the commissioner. When we went to him, you know what he said? He wanted to ride through the prison population. Because everybody here knows what those are the outside say and what they think, right? So when he takes that bold move and say, I, Mr. Wilson, I in charge here, and I am saying just call them your what? My clients. When he says my clients must be exposed to this program, in spite of all the negatives that may come from within and without, there is a special man. And we are really pleased because when we had the program with the ladies last week, that was unheard of before. The women were with the opportunity to come among these gentlemen, and I say gentlemen deliberately. You all observe how they lined up and how they took their seats and they've been quiet. And all the laughing, you all will be just like that in a few weeks. You know why? Because you all know the difference between good and bad, and this is good. So I'm sure you will enjoy the program. Coach Morris is the only real coach in Trinidad, in fact I could say the Caribbean, that is qualified to do this program. Although the master of ceremonies told me just to say some greetings, but I think I must say this. In 2004, I got a mandate from FIFA to bring futsal into Trinidad. Coach Morris, he was not in futsal, but you know he was a national team captain in 1989, the strike squad. And most importantly, he was a decent, honest man. So he was the man I selected to put futsal in the various parks and various facilities, with special emphasis to go in areas, not the West Point and Godot parks, but Beacom, Laventille, Mongdor, Maloney, and those communities. And our national team, the nucleus of our national team, the players came from those communities. And it was good because they know, they understand that it is possible for them to excel on the world stage. And gentlemen, you all have the same opportunity. Coach Morris is an awesome person. So he has a few sessions with you here. He has coaches and referees and all those guys in blue. That's a special group there, right? And they were among everybody like everybody else, but they chose to officiate at the games, and they're the referees, and those are the coaches, and some coaches among here too. All with one thing in mind: to help each other. In the maximum security, we say love is the answer. And I want that mantra to be throughout the British population: love is the answer. So let's say it now, after two. 1, 2.
Love is the answer.
That is it. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon, gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Timke, for your contribution towards futsal. Coming to grace you all with his presence now and to share some very motivational words. He's the manager of the Trinidad and Tobago futsal team. He's also the mentorship advisor, and he's going to bring a brief history of futsal locally. Let's put our hands together as we ask Mr. Ronald Brayton to begin.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Master of Ceremonies. All protocols observed. Remand Timke took away the beginning of my speech because there's a body of people in Trinidad and Tobago today claiming all rights to futsal, and they bring futsal to Trinidad and Tobago. But in 2004, as Remand indicated, futsal as a sport was first introduced to Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. Remand Timke, ably assisted by Mr. Keith Locloy. Mr. Clayton Morris was appointed the first national coach. I was appointed manager alongside Clayton since 2004. In 2004, the Caribbean Futsal Championships were staged at the UE Indoor Facility in St. Augustine. Trinidad and Tobago were duly crowned Caribbean champions. In 2008, the Caribbean Championships was played again in Trinidad and Tobago, but this time at the Center of Excellence. Trinidad and Tobago was again crowned Caribbean champions. And in both 2004 and 2008, we went on to the CONCACAF competition, futsal, in an attempt to qualify for the FIFA Futsal World Cup in 2004-2008. We were not successful. No team went to the Caribbean Championships in 2012. In 2016, again, Clayton and I took a team to Cuba. This time we came third, and we qualified for a playoff against Honduras in Costa Rica in an attempt to qualify for the CONCACAF qualifying. Due to the fact that we were underprepared, one, and there are no English-speaking futsal referees in all of CONCACAF, none. All the referees are Spanish-speaking, and I need not go into how they treated us. I really want to go into that. But most importantly for me, as we here in a facility such as this, is in 2004, the majority of players that made the national team came from the so-called hotspots. And arising out of that, we came up with the acronym Friends United to Save Another Life, Futsal. And for that reason, we are here today, and we are going to visit all the facilities such as this in the country to introduce futsal. Let me say again in closing, futsal is not small goal. Let me repeat that, futsal is not small goal. And when you see some of the drills today, you will appreciate what I've just said. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sudin. Commissioner of Prisons, Mr. Gerard Wilson. Assistant Superintendent of Prisons, Mr. Terry Joseph of the Remand. Officers of the Remand, Mr. Gad Gorda, PO2 in charge of the high-risk management unit and his officers. MSP, Futsal Posse, which is my posse because I'm at MSP now. And of course, you can't play without the officials. Remand will be Futsal Posse, good afternoon to you. ERF Futsal Posse, good afternoon to you. Commissioner of Prisons, Mr. Wilson, I want to thank you for having reassigned me to offender management and for giving me the opportunity to have responsibility to make sure this futsal project gets done. And I give you the assurance that it will and shall get done. Today is a sunny day, and some days will not be as sunny as this. We understand that this is part of a life journey, and there will be ups and there will be downs. But we give the commitment that we will be enjoying the ups, and we will enjoy going through the downs, and we will come through together. Mr. Timke has said, love is the answer. But Voice has told us, this is the year for love. Let's do it.
That was Mr. Kurasvi. I myself could not have said it better. Let's give him a round of applause one more time. All right, a father figure to some, a big brother to some, a listening ear, a friend. Who are we calling to the podium now? Father. All right. Our Commissioner of Prisons, Mr. Gerard Wilson.
Thank you. Big men don't cry, so let her make me cry here. Don't cry now. Gentlemen, let me say, all protocols observed, right? Good. Gentlemen, let me say that to the Remand clients, it's good to be back home. Let me say it was so touching when I saw the MSP futsal stars enter the compound, sat on the bench, and then so much embrace from the clients of the Remand. That really touched me. I remember my days as a supervisor in the Remand. Some of you remember those days. I don't know how I survived, but true. Only with God I survived. With God and also with a lot of support from some of the clients here who I still interact with. And let me publicly thank you for supporting me through those very difficult times. So, by doing this, Mr. Timke said this had to be a madman. And probably I am. But there's no other way to repay you for the support you gave to me and for things that persons, even officers or the public, may not understand. I would understand, you would understand the crisis that we had here in those years and how difficult it was for me to pull through. And I'm happy that I can offer this to you today. I woke up this morning, the first thing I would have seen on my phone is the death of 4 people. 4. When will it end? When? Clayton Morris, I don't think when you envisage this futsal, what you're already doing to the lives of so many individuals, I don't think you understand how powerful this tool is. And I thank you for this. Really thank you. I can only do so much by encouraging this type of, giving you this type of facility. I can only do what I can do. And I'm urging you to do the rest. And I'll tell you why. I am certain that sometimes in your area, you can't even leave one part of your area to go to another to play football. I remember my days. I could play anywhere. But I am certain that you can't leave to go and play football in another area. But you know what? You see, in this prison in Trinidad and Tobago, you could play anywhere. That's what we're talking about. Anywhere. We have no borders here. And when we play, it is not about who is Muslim, Rasta, it's not about that. It's a team. And let me tell you something. You see those guys who walk in here today, including the officials? You can't penetrate them again. This is a team of people that you can't get inside at all because they're powerful, they're strong, and they gel together. And the discipline they have, I am tempted that the next clinic we have Mr. Clayton Morris, that I allow them to just take a taxi and come. I am tempted. The type of discipline I am seeing, I am just tempted to do that. To show the population that despite what you may want to say, everything about prison is negative, but despite what you might want to say, we have persons in here who are capable of changing their lives. Capable. All I want out of this, gentleman, if you want to help me as an individual, if you see me as a father figure, what I want from you, all I want from you, is to keep talking to each other so that we could have some peace. That is all I'm asking, through the football. Yes. That is all I'm asking, not too much, to have some peace. I know Sunday that we had an incident here because for the longest time, I haven't heard anything in the remand untoward. But Sunday we had an incident. And I would like to really sit and find out from these 2 individuals, what would make you, at this time, want to spoil the reputation of the remand? What would get in your head to want to do that? So gentlemen, you need to talk to them and let them know that that is a long time thing. We're not on that again. All right? I also, although I like these guys here from MSP, some of them would have been with me here for a while, I told them there's no way that you could beat the Remand Futsal team. No way. I've said that to them. No way. Larry Alphonse might be a name out there, the big and bad out there, but in here, it's licks. Licks time. Remand, don't let me down. However, last week Friday when we brought the ladies from women's prison, and I realized the skills that they have, Remand, you have some problems, they might beat you. Right? So, I just saying. But it would be nice to see all of you gel together, including the ladies at some point in time. You all may get to play them. And that we all become one big family. Because the aim of this project is about letting the public know that it's not about the negatives, but we are one big, happy family, and it will stay so. Thanks.
If our commissioner didn't ask of you too much, appreciate him one more time, please. Okay, so we're moving right along. We are almost at that part of the program where we will go on the field, but just before that, with the advent of futsal a few years ago, we have recognized and we have seen the tremendous change in terms of discipline, in terms of the way we relate to each other with our clients. So just to share briefly, I would call Sean Thomas, Brendan De Silva, Hamid Ali, and Christopher Scott, and they will share their testimonies with us. Let's put our hands together.
Good afternoon, fellas. The commissioner, coach, and the rest of the staff, to all you guys. My name is Christopher Scott. I'm a Jamaican national involved in the program now for about 9 months. And the commissioner and the rest of the guys talk about the camaraderie and the discipline and all that. And yeah, that is true. For today, I would like to say that it's not about winning or losing. It's about bringing to you guys the same camaraderie that we experience on a daily basis in this program. Coach has brought to us something more than a new sport. It's a whole holistic approach to learning and development. You know what I mean? It's like self-discipline. Hear about a lot of guys from here and there and all over, but in this program, I play with them. I'm with them on a daily basis, and I can see development in each and every one of these guys from when I first know them 5 years ago to today. You know what I mean? This game has taught me a lot. You know, we started the program, I'm now certified in the sport, and moving on to hopefully in a little while we'll be certified as in officiating. You know what I mean? Most of us as players will be able to teach the game to others, and that is the main aim for us. We adopt the futsal acronym that the Trinidad team adopted in 2004. We're Friends United to Save Another Life. That is our thing. We are bringing that to you guys today. It's about, yes, we're here to teach you a new sport, and like they say, it's a little different from what you probably think it is, you know what I mean? But we are here to foster relations between you guys, you know what I mean? Each and every one of us. Like the commissioner say, it's a year for love, we could live in peace, you know? So this thing going wide. Not only will these guys be bringing it back to the communities, but I'm a Jamaican, so I'm bringing it back to Jamaica, and it's going to be a region.
Hello, good afternoon to my team and all the rest of brothers who I know Chico of you guys. Hello, good afternoon to Mr. Wilson and his staff, Mr. Morris, Mr. Timke. Well, we have daddy, but he come today, he's a little, well, he ain't too well, but you know, Mr. Ayong and Mr. Management. What I have to say, fellas, is that I ain't gonna talk about these guys here. Neither these guys here, because these guys don't know where's the program, right? We come here today to really show you, not just the game, we come to show you the love that what we gain as brothers, you understand? We come to show you the love and what they could do, you understand? Because I know half a Chicoto they could play the game, futsal, football, but it's not small goal, it's not big goal, it's not even hockey post. It's a totally different, right? So what I come to tell you is that the love that we build between ourselves, that that we want to be role models. We come to show you, to teach you the way to be a role model to you, to the children, to the communities, to all who want to be in part of this. And I can guarantee you, fellas, as soon as they get into this, I know what to say, eh? Well, they ain't going to leave, But you will be a part of this. I know other fellas know me playing small goal and thing half all, right? But it had plenty things in I only didn't know. I am a keeper representing the MSP Footstars. Right? And that's what I want to know, fellas, is that we come to show the game, enough respect, love, and as voices say, love is the answer, and this is the day for love.
First of all, I want to say all praises due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for placing me in this position. To say thank you to Coach, Mr. Clayton Morris, Manager, Mr. Timke, Mr. Leon, although he's not present. Our Super Mr. Wilson, our Commissioner, sorry, Mr. Roman, Mr. Taylor. I just want to say from where I was to where I am now and where I'm heading, futsal has really reconstructed me in many ways, not only physically but mentally. Futsal has taught me discipline, values and morals of life. And I would love for every youth out there, not only us here that have the opportunity already, and I'm sure that each and every one of us will grab at it, but I love for every youth out there in every community, not only the youths, because futsal is any age. I would love for everybody to get the opportunity that all of us have here today and grab at it, because before I started playing futsal, as I say, not only physically, but where I came from to now and where I'm heading is a totally different me. And I just want to say all praises due to the Creator of the heavens and the earth. And thank you to Coach, Manage, Mr. Timke, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Leon, Mr. Romania, Mr. Taylor, and all the Mr. officers, my players, and each and every one here today.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I know everybody is not Muslim, but to me that's the international greeting of peace. And we hear about peace. My name is Hamid Ali, and I came into the system about 2 years and 6 months. I'm Wasim Barry Alfonso. I know a few men before I get locked up. It's something new to me. The jail system is something completely new to me. Barry said, Hamid, what are you doing here, boy? Chip and all. Chip. He said, Hamid, what are you doing here, boy? I say, well, we have all the grief for we have no choice. We have no say in what had to happen. If God said that is what had to happen, it had to happen. I don't have to go into my story, how or why I lock up. But I had to surround myself with positive people and people who are a little bit productive. Because I have a thing being around stagnant mind people. I can't do it. So I need to be around thinkers, I need to be around people who was something better. I know about the gangster life. I might have been around it, I have a little brother who everybody might know. But we've been around and we always try to change the youths around us under Islam, under the religion of peace, even though people call it something else. When I just about the first 2 or 3 months into prison, the commissioner at the point of time, Mr. Stewart, called me in a meeting. Look around, I don't know nobody in the meeting because I don't know nobody in MSP. But I realized it was a Rasta Muslim meeting. So I let them know I don't need to be here because I'm from Karapo. There's no Muslim Rasta war in Karapo. You understand? And I don't know anything about any Muslim Rasta war because I see it have nothing to do with Islam. It have nothing to do with anything that we're supposed to be practicing. A lot of people don't like how I speak because I speak the truth and I don't know how to do it anywhere else. But it had nothing to do with Islam. If a man tell me about it, you were in Rasta by yourself is an idiot. Right? So it's either we practicing Islam or we being gangsters, and we can never be the both. We are either Muslim or we gangsters. So we can never be the both. We don't have no space. We can't balance it. It have to be, we have to be, if we say he's Muslim. Right? And the only way for we to spread the religion and spread our way of life is to be good to our neighbors, to be kind. You understand? Life is the only way we can do it. Right in Arabic we say, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Nothing moves our hearts might except by the will of Allah. Right? And I have to excuse my manners to the commissioner and his staff, the acting commissioner, to Mr. Romain, Mr. Taylor, Mr. Sudin, to our coach. I want to give him a round of applause. To Mr. Timke and to manage, and to all the officers of the high risk unit. We have a nickname for them, the Queen's National Guard, the Queen's Royal Guard. Because they just try with us and they try with us and they go out of the way for us. But nothing moves our hearts might except by the will of Allah, and Allah sometimes He sends people in, you know, He helps us at the hands of others. It's the same way He does punish us at the hands of others, He does help us at the hands of others. And coach, it was a hard thing for me to come outside, you know. Because for me alone to go to the clinic, it does have 2 police vans, this prison special forces, everybody armed, people free to watch it, them kind of thing. And I come out here, I don't have no policeman here, that's these officers here with us, and we cool and we calm and everybody cool. Right? So this is something that's showing us that we don't have to be treated a certain type of way all the time. But we have to command and respect too, and treat ourselves. We have to move with dignity and respect for ourselves before anybody else treats us like that. Are you sure I can say right now in MSP? We don't have that Rasta Muslim thing no more. It was there, no. It was there, but we cut it out. We cut it out through sport. We had a football league. My whole football team from Sealots, Snake, Joel Roberts. Me and he sleeping on the same wing, and the whole team from Sealots, we just sleep together on the same wing. We just eat together. We just come out and eat together, we just come out and drink together and share food with one another. Right? They call everybody outside, boy, I'm going to have a team from Sealots, you have a Rasta City team. Yeah, that's what I do, my boy. My little brother laugh, he say, same thing I say, we don't have anything to do with that war, it have nothing to do with Islam, it have nothing to do with Islam, brothers. Right? But the futsal is an opportunity for we to improve ourselves, to improve our communities, and to do something better than just kill one another. But it have no money in that, you know, and as a businessman, it have no money in war. It have no money in war, boy, and we just killing one another, boy. We just see we little brothers, we little sisters. Small you there on the avenue that I'm a friend, boy, you went to school. For what, boy? 7,000, petty thing, women are spending party. I hear them talking on the wing, men are spending that in party. So what we going to do, how to be going better ourselves? We have to use this sport. Because sport bring us together, you know, sport bring us, this whole team here, it's a Muslim, it's a Rasta, it's a Hindu, Christian, everything. It have Venezuelans, we have Jamaicans, we have Grenadians, Asians. We have African too. We have a full-blood African community, so all of we come together, like, I see youth men who I grew up with, look after where I grew up with them fellas, and I'm like, I see a man I went to school after how many years? Let you don't make your greeting place now. Let me meet outside on the street. You understand? I bring positivity to what we're trying to do, and let me do embarrass these fellas and I'm here who going out on a limb for us, especially the commissioner.
We should get the recording so that we can play it on the wings inside. Yes? Okay, so we heard testimonies from the MSP Futstars. So we're coming right back home, and we want to hear from at least one person from the Golden Grove Remand who would be participating this evening. Arnold Victor, would you come and tell us what are your views, how the program has or would impact you?
here to spread the love out there, not just in jail alone. Yeah. The brothers here, and we use these programs here to spread the love out of jail, not just in jail alone. You understand? And if we respect one another. And if we respect ourselves, then we can have respect for our brothers and all who are around us. You understand? So we come together here and use this here to spread this peace and love together and spread it all there. And all them children who come up after we will follow along and push a positive energy. You understand? So we can all look out for one another and be all brother keepers. Right? And thank Mr. Wilson again for bringing this program here and bringing brothers together. The first time in jail and see this happen. The brothers from ERF, MSP.
Mr. Wilson, Mr. Joseph, Mr. Spring. Again, let me thank you, Mr. Wilson. Because you could have a vision, you could know what you want to do, but if you don't get the support, it could be difficult. Mr. Wilson, again, I want to thank you. Mr. Karaspi, I want to also give you a big thank you. Remember the first event at Women's Prison. I think the day before, Mr. Karaspi called me. Apparently he forgot his phone home, so he called me from the office and he asked me to give him my number again. And we didn't have anything in place. And well, it's history. The women event came off and it came off very successful. Thanks again, Mr. Studine and his team, Mr. Taylor and Mr. Romain, Mr. Charles, he's not here, and Mr. Mohammed, the guys, the officers on the ground in the gym. Let's put our hands together. I remember in the earlies when we just started the program. By the time 4:15, Mr. Romain or Mr. Taylor watching the cookie, I had time to stop. That is no more. We're going up to 5 o'clock and counting, and they're still there with us. My team, Mr. Remand, Mr. Peter Aliong, he's not here. Again, he's still battling with the virus, but again, he sent his love. Right? You all know how much he loves you all and how much he appreciates what you all giving back, what we offering and what you all taking. And the new guys, he sent his love also. Even though you don't know who you all are, he said to give you all his love. Mr. Ronald Brayton, the manager of the national futsal team, as he gave a brief history. As I told these guys when we brought him, well, since last year I was asking him to join us. Right? But he's also involved in a lot of other activities on the outside. And he couldn't make it. And he saw it fit and he came on board this time. As I told these guys when I brought him, a manager like that as a coach, your job easy. So I break now and to thank you again. We brought a player here, but he came injured. Well, you know him? Well, you know that gentleman? Well, let me tell you something. He has been an inspiration to me. He's one of the person who encouraged me to continue to doing what I'm doing here. Because he was in this university, as he would say. Right? And thus far he has been walking on the narrow way. And it's not easy. Ask him how many times I communicate with him with the week for the day, what have you. We're always in touch to make sure he stays, even though he walk crooked, that he stay on the straight path. You know, all the speakers before me, even Hamid just now talking, and I'm watching the guys in the back, and it's like, What them could be talking about? What different them could be telling me about? What them could be saying? I'm watching some faces in the back. It's the very same thing. All these star boys we have here, Joe, Kendall, Wendell, not Julius so much, even Brandon, Akil. Those guys watching me, what are you talking about different? They got frustrated at times and decided, see me, I ain't coming back out there. And they know they just can't stay inside, they have to have a reason. And sometimes they come and misbehave. I just tell Mr. Taylor, don't bring Joe, don't bring Corey out. And ask them, they'll come back the next day crying, or the next week. So according to how the Spirit lead me, I was saying, bring Joe back out. So it wasn't easy. But again, it's because they felt there was a challenge, and at this age, I am not prepared to take this challenge. But they decided they will put that aside because there are people like Barry Alphonse. Well, they give Barry a clap. Just last week, Saturday, he turned 50 years. And he is really an inspiration. Right? Really an inspiration to this program. I tell him that every day we finish straight. Barry, you had to, without you, this program cannot go forward. Right? In everything, a chain is as strong as its weakest link. And these fellows are bind together as a chain. And as the coach, I tend to look and to see where the weak link, and which if that link bursts, we don't want this chain. So I keep focusing on that. Now, the sport, as we say, friends united to save another life. And that is exactly what my vision when I first got the call to the national football team. As Mr. Brayton, I think Mr. Timke said it, most of the players, when we call 50 players, we shortlisted to pick 12 players. And 10 of the players came from in these same areas we talk about. And up to this day, I and these fellas, we are still close. These guys, I should say. Right, we brought them in to play the exhibition game against the MSP Futsal. So there's still a connection. Our aim with this program, as these guys were graduated December last year, and after seeing how they transformed within 8 months, I said, I talked to Mr. Wilson, I said, there's something we must do further. They cannot just stay inside and just play against each other. The thing is, we have to spread it. We have to spread the positive vibes. And the objective is to provide MSP Futsal members with more confidence to continue on the narrow way to true lasting success. To share goodness and knowledge with the rest of the prison population through this exciting game called futsal. To foster long-lasting friendship between rival gangs. To provide hope for fellow inmates who lost confidence in the system. Guys, MSP Futsals are here to give you that hope. To exemplify spiritual values, mental toughness, physical, technical, tactical skills, and sportsmanship under these circumstances. To show in every day, in every way, we are getting better and better. We are futsal, friends united to save another life. Saying it again. Friends united to save another life. Love is the answer. Love is the answer. And this is the year for love.
I thank you. I want to give you all a brief first-hand experience of the difference between the two games, football and futsal. Right, I'll now invite Ricardo Stevenson and Hamid Ali to give you all a brief insight the difference between the two sports.
Gents, my name is Ricardo Stevenson. I'm an inmate for the past 12 years, past member of the Defense Force. And I'm here today to show you the difference between futsal and big goal, or what is called like 50 size overs to T20. When you reach out, you will realize why it's a T20. Right, in the big goal, the maximum length of a pitch is 100 meters. The minimum is 75. The width is 50, minimum 30.
Right, so in futsal now, which is normally played indoor and indoor court, the maximum width is 25. The maximum is 25, the width is 15, and the max of the length is 42.
The number of players on a big goal is 11, 10 and a goalkeeper with 3 subs.
Right, the number of players for futsal, we have 6 subs running, and the subs is not the regular subs like the big football subs. They have a running sub, right? And the number of players on the field is 5.
4 and a keeper.
4 and a keeper, yeah.
Right, the players' equipment, short pants, jersey, must have on a shin pads, and boots as for flat surface. The referees now, in the big goal we have a referee and 2 linesmen, and then we have the third and the timekeeper, futsal.
Right, we have the referee and the second referee. Right, they running like linesmen, like how footballers, regular footballers run, the linesmen. We have the 2 referees running. The referee on the side with the subs, he's the main referee, that referee number 1. The second referee on the other side, I mean, they work together. They work together and they make sure the game runs smoothly.
The duration of a big goal is 90 minutes, 45 by 45.
And the duration of the futsal game is 40 minutes. When you start and restart to play like basketball, and when the ball out of play, that kind of stuff. So the ball out of play, the time stops. So, but the duration is 40 minutes. It can run longer than 40 minutes, so because of the time stopping.
Right. To start the big goal, the ball must go forward and touched by 2 players.
Right. When the ball in and out of play for futsal, the ball must be on the line, and it has to be stagnant. The ball can be moving when it's on the line to kick in the ball. Right? It has no throwing, it's kicking for futsal.
Right. We all know the method of scoring for the big goal. The method of scoring for the futsal is somewhat different.
Fouls and misconducts. In futsal, you have up to 5 team fouls. On the 5th foul, there will be a penalty, and every foul after that will be penalties. The misconduct, well, same thing as regular football. Conduct is a major part, that's the discipline part of the sport, and they have to conduct themselves the same type of way.
Unlike the big goal, fouls accumulated will lead to a penalty. The big goal, the only time you get a penalty is if you foul in the 6-yard box. 18-yard box. Right, we have 2 penalty areas in the futsal. One we call the first penalty area, and then the second one. For the people who would like to officiate, this is really where you're supposed to have a kind of strong mind, because you get the most amount of abuse as an official. So we don't really want to keep you all back. When you go out, you will get further instructions on how it's about. Enjoy your day. Right, one other rule, the pass back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper only has 4 seconds with the ball in futsal. 4 seconds. and the ball cannot pass back to him unless it goes over the half line.
Same thing with the throw-ins. When the ball goes out for a throw-in or a kick-in, the player has 4 seconds to kick the ball, to pass the ball to the player, whoever he passes it to.